Hi, I'm Jim Daly, Senior Vice President and Chief Information Officer here at Diamond Credit Union. And today we're welcoming a special guest to our program. This is McKenna, our show's biggest fan. Hi McKenna, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Jim. Thanks for inviting me on the show today.
We love having you here today. So one thing we want to talk about today, McKenna, is Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity security. Do you or your friends have Bluetooth devices such as headphones or keyboards or mobile devices?
Yes, most of them.
Most of them do. And do you know when you're using those devices, we'll start with a phone, for example, and you're connecting to a Wi-Fi connection, do you know if your friends do that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know how they do that or why they do that?
Well, they do it to get internet to use a lot of different services that the phone offers.
Absolutely. So when they're connecting to a Wi-Fi hotspot, do they know or do you feel you know how to choose a safe Wi-Fi hotspot to connect to?
Well, there's a lot of similarities. I'm not exactly sure.
I'm glad, so we're going to try to help you out that today. So when you're choosing your Wi-Fi hotspot connectivity site, you'll see a list of anything that's available. If you see something that's available that just has a generic name such as Wi-Fi, you don't know really who's controlling that point or who's accessing it from the other side. If you're at a business such as Diamond, you can certainly ask the front desk and they'll tell you the name of the hotspot you want to connect to. Because if you connect to a bad spot or something you don't know, do you know what the risks could be?
Well, they could pretend to be you and do things like open a card in your name and max it out and you'd be left with debt.
Absolutely. If you connect to a bad actor's site, they would actually be able to see all the information you transmit over that connection. So if you log into your email account or you try to do online banking transactions, that bad actor could intercept your username and your password to compromise your identity. Does that sound like something that would be fun?
No.
No, certainly not. So now let's flip over to the Bluetooth. You said you have Bluetooth headphones?
Yes, I do.
Great. So how do you connect those Bluetooth headphones to your device?
Well, I go into Bluetooth and I click on the headphones and it usually connects.
Okay, but you know when you're connecting it, that headphones is really your headphones, correct?
Yes.
And what would you do if you saw a Bluetooth device appear that you weren't sure what it was?
I wouldn't click on it.
And why not?
Because it could be someone trying to hack into my stuff.
Absolutely. The same rule applies to Bluetooth. Bluetooth connections can be coming into your phone that would give a bad actor the ability to compromise your device as well. So if you're not certain of what Bluetooth device you're connecting to, I recommend that you do not do that. Usually you're connecting to a device that you have right there in front of you, such as your headphones, right? Or potentially a keyboard, and you'll know what those are. But if you see something that's not familiar to you, don't click on it because it's probably going to be something that could cause you more trouble down the line. So McKenna, did you find this session today informative and helpful for you and your friends?
Yes, I found it very informative and helpful.
Great. Is there anything that you would like to say about you and your friends and how they use the internet safely?
Make sure that you always be kindly cautious and never connect to a Wi-Fi or Bluetooth that you don't know.
And do you think that'll keep you and your friends safer online?
Yeah.
Me too. Well, thanks for coming out. Pleasure having you on the show. It was awesome. Thank you for taking some time in your business today. Yep. All right, and we'll see you with a future episode of Daly's Dose of Digital Diligence.